friends. It's Crista Ellis here, and I am so honored to be back at the Parkinson's Foundation's Fitness Fridays. Today, I have created a session for us to focus on stability, grounding, and grace. And when I think about stability, I am curious of what that means for you. Stability for me goes beyond the tissues of the body, right? Stability is also how we move in the world. What rhythms of my life translate into a life that feels stable to me, sustainable and stable. Stable in the mind, stable in my thoughts, stable in my heart, the feelings that I feel as we ebb and flow through the journey of life, and stable in my body, stable and confident in the way that my body moves me in this season of my life. Now, because this is Fitness Fridays, we're going to be focusing on stability in our bodies. And we're going to be doing some postures that invite curiosity and strength so we can move more confidently, with more stability in our day to day. So grab a mat, a chair with no wheels, please, and I will meet you there. Welcome to the mat, my friends. We're going to focus on grounding with grace and stability. So let's come to our chair. Come to the edge of your chair as much as you feel comfortable, planting the feet underneath the knees, sitting well, shoulders relaxed down and away from the ears. And we'll start with a few gentle centering breaths. Breathe in through your nose and out. Just a few more, breathing in and out. Another mindful breath in and a slow breath out. And we'll just take a few moments in stillness to really feel your feet on the earth. Feel your feet, feel your toes, feel your heels, feel the edges of your feet. And feel your breath moving through your body, in and out. And as you breathe in, you can flutter your eyes open. And we'll start with just some shoulder rolls. So rolling the shoulders up, back, down, up, back, and down. I'm starting to notice the mobility in the body right here. And reverse those shoulder rolls up, forward, and down. Good. And shake that out. Take the feet a little bit wider if that feels comfortable in your body. And we'll start to do some seated cat-cow. Take the hands towards the knees. Pull the chest forward and the shoulders back. And have a nice arch in the spine. Good. And then round through the spine, pushing the belly button towards the back of the chair. Awesome. Breathe in. Breathe out. Push the spine back. And notice what's happening with the arms here. So maybe bending into the elbows as you pull the heart forward and lengthening into the arms as you pull the spine back. Now linking it with breath to movement, breathing in to expand forward, breathing out to push back. Good. A few more, following the rhythm of your breath, forward and back. And back. We want to move mindfully here. And I find when we slow down, we can really feel the opportunity for the body to start to expand and unwind. But take your time. There is no reason to rush. And as we ground with grace, finding stability in the body, I invite you to be kind with yourself today. Just be kind, be curious. Good. Come back into a neutral spine. So head over shoulders, shoulders over hips. We're going to do some seated twists. Take an inhale, reach your arms for the sky. And as you exhale, twist open to one side. It doesn't matter which one. The back hand will come to the back of the chair and the front hand will come to the outside of the knees. Good. Now notice if your knees fall in, open the legs back up. Good. Take an inhale, sit tall, let that back elbow fall down. And as you exhale, twist towards the back. Maybe the gaze comes behind towards the back of the shoulder. Good. Breathe in again. Settle into the shoulders. Feel a little softness come over the front of the body and breathe out. Good. Breathing in again, sitting well, and breathing out, settling down. Let's twist to the other side now, reaching the arms overhead. Really reach big as you come back centered, and then exhale, twist to the other side. Back hand finds the back of the chair. The front hand finds the outside of the knee. Inhale, sit well, sit tall. As you exhale, twist towards the other side. Maybe the gaze comes over the back shoulder. Soften in the elbows. Breathe in to lengthen through the spine and breathe out to maybe twist a little bit deeper. Breathing in, breathing out. Let's do one more breath in here and a breath out. Your breath in reaches the arms overhead. Really reach, 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 reach up. And then exhale, hands come down to the knees. Let's take the feet wide, maybe wider than your mat. Toes forward, toes out. Doesn't really matter where the toes are, just what feels comfortable in your body in this moment. Good. Take an inhale, sit tall. And then exhale, reach towards the ground. Maybe the hands touch the ground. Good. Inhale, come back up. Reach the arms for the sky. And then exhale, reach towards the ground. Beautiful. Good. Inhale, reach for the sky. And then exhale, reach towards the ground. The ground feels really far away. Rest the elbows on the knees. If the ground is accessible, bring the hands towards the ground or to your beautiful blocks. That just brings the earth closer to us. Settle back into your chair. So notice if your bum was lifting off, settle back into your chair. Sit tall with the spine. Open the shoulders and then rest your head looking down between the hands or the feet. Good. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Inhale, reach back up for the sky. And then exhale, hands come back down towards the knees. Cool. Bring the feet back underneath of the knees. Take the blocks off to the side here. We're going to do some side body stretching. So I find in a more sedentary lifestyle, we get really short in these muscles in the sides of our body, and it can cause a lot of discomfort in the body. Some might call it pain. So let's do some side body stretching, just opening through the flesh of the body. Reach your left hand down, find the edge of the chair. Soften that left elbow. Yeah, we don't want to lock the joint out. Just soften, soften down. Good. And then reach the right arm up towards the sky. Beautiful. Now reach that right arm up as you breathe in. And as you breathe out, bend into the left elbow, moving towards the left side of your chair. So we are shifting the weight here too. Good. Come back to center. Breathe in, reach up. And then exhale over to the other side. Good. Let's do 2 or 3 more. Inhale, reaching for the sun. Exhale, hinging over that left hip. Good. Notice what your top shoulder is doing. Can you soften it away from your right ear? Good. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, reach up and over. Good. Let's do one more and we'll sustain it for a breath. Reaching in and up. Exhale, reaching out and over. If that shoulder doesn't feel too good, it could be nice to bring the hand to the shoulder and just kind of encourage the elbow to come up. Yeah, or bring the hand behind the head, reaching that elbow further up. hmm Good. Maybe hinging a little bit deeper. Nice side body stretch. Good. Breathe and reach again for the sun, both arms. And then exhale, float the hands down. So an invitation to close the eyes and just notice. Just notice if there's any shift happening in the tone of the dialogue you're having with yourself. So that little chatty voice that your um, mind is creating, just notice. Just notice what the tone is in the conversation that you're having with yourself. And then we'll come to the other side. Now your right hand reaches for the edge of the chair and your left hand reaches up towards the sun. Good. Breathe and reach up. And then exhale, reach over to the other side. Left arm over the left ear, or you could drop the hand back behind you, or you could drop the elbow down. Whatever feels most comfortable in your body today. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, hinging over. Good, let's do that again. Inhale, reach and lengthen. Beautiful. Exhale, hinge over the right hip this time. Good. So I just noticed that I'm using my elbow to kind of support myself as I hinge over. So feel free to do that as well. We're going to stay here for a breath, maybe two, depending on your breath cycle. Yeah. Twinkle your fingers. Awesome. Breathing in, reaching back up. And then exhale, both hands back to the lap. Drop your chin towards your chest. We're going to open up the back of the neck here. Notice what happens in the shoulders. See if you can relax them down and away from your ears. Good. Reaching the chin towards the chest. Softening your shoulders. Now a gentle nod, yes. And a gentle nod, no. And then find stillness in the head with the chin reaching back towards the chest. And roll your chin over towards your left shoulder. Maybe look down at your left elbow. Good. And then keep your chin towards the left shoulder. As you lift the chin up, now you're looking over the left shoulder. And then lift the chin even more up. You're looking up at the ceiling. Good. Lower the chin so it's parallel to the ground. And then drop your gaze down. Look towards the left elbow. And bring your nose back to center. So chin towards the chest again. Relax those shoulders of yours. It's so interesting how they love to creep up. And then roll your chin over towards the right shoulder. Lift your gaze so you're looking parallel to the ground over the right shoulder. And then lift your gaze up towards the ceiling. Bring that chin back parallel to the ground. Dropping the chin towards the right shoulder. And bringing the head back to center, looking down in between the thighs. And we'll do a little side to side, rolling the chin to the left, rolling the chin to the right, back over towards the left, back over towards the right, towards the left, towards the right. I'm hearing all kinds of sounds in my neck. And then bring your chin back centered, gazing in between the thighs. Soften your shoulders. Sit well, sit tall. Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Lift the gaze and then start to roll those shoulders once more. Forward and back. And then switching the other direction. Good. Let's get some movement in. So we're going to do some cross body. I'm going to turn your way so you can see me just a little bit better for some coordination with the brain, right? So left and rights can get really challenging, especially when we're trying to focus on movement in the body. So we're gonna challenge the brain a little bit here with some cognitive fun. So we're gonna lift the left knee, lift your right elbow. Good. And then switch. Lift your left elbow, lift your right knee. Good. And then the other side, left knee, right elbow, and right knee, left elbow. Good. And keep alternating. Yeah, marching in place. Now I'm feeling that I could have a lot more mobility if I came a little bit closer to the edge of my chair. Yeah, keep alternating your marches if you're in a position that feels good for you. Good, keep it slow. When we slow the body down, it really invites us to feel the movement much easier. If we were to do this a little bit faster, momentum is working for us. But when we go slower, this is strength, and strength builds stability. Good. Just a few more marching in place. And you could do this standing too. Yeah. Starting to maybe feel the strength in those thighs. Wonderful. One more each side. Notice what's happening in your shoulders and plant both feet down. Shake the hands out. Ah, and when we hold our hands in fists, we want to practice opening them back up, opening the hands. Awesome. Now let's do some heel toe taps. So coming again to the edge of your seat, lift your left toes. Keep that right foot grounded. Just lifting the left toes up and then lower the left toes. Lift the left heel. Lower the left heel. Lift your right toes. Wow. Lower the right toes. Lift your right heel. Lower the right heel. Lift your left toes. Lower the left toes. Lift your left heel. Lower the left heel. Lift your right toes. Lower the right toes. Lift the right heel. Lower the right heel. Now do it on your own. Yeah, and just noticing that our bodies are not symmetrical. I'm noticing that lifting the right toes is much harder for me on the right side than the left side. So just notice without judgment. It's so curious when we start to really bring some kind awareness to the body. Just lifting toes and heels from the ground. Let's do once more each side. Good, now let's do both. Let's try lifting both sets of toes. Lower the toes and lift the heels. Lower the heels, lift the toes. Wow! Lower the toes, lift the heels. So good. And keep going. Keep going. Yeah. So we're targeting muscles in the body that offer functional mobility. Functional mobility is what allows us to continue to get out of the chair, to lay in bed, to get off the floor. And these are muscles that are really important for stability. The muscles of the feet, the ankles, and the toes. So just want to offer you a purpose. Why are we doing this? Good, let's go back to opposites. So lift the left toes, lift the left heel, lift the right toes, lift the right heel. Good. Can we have a little fun with this and maybe just go a little faster? I'm even tripping myself up now. Let's do it together. Lift the left toes, lift the left heel, lift the right toes, lift the right heel, lift the left toes, lift the left heel, lift the right toes, lift the right heel. Good. Left toes, left heel, right toes, right heel, left toes, left heel, right toes, right heel. Good. Keep going. Too many words to say in there. So good. All right, now both toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels, toes, heels. Good. Shake that off. Whew. Inhale, reach your arms up really big. We're reaching with purpose, reaching with purpose. And then fold over the legs. Good. Inhale, reach back up. Exhale, fold, reach the arms out as you bring the belly towards the thighs. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, lower down. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. One more. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, lower down. Good. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. And then exhale, lower the hands down. We're going to do some sit to standing. Good. So lift the heels, lower the heels, and then come to stand off of your chair. Good. Sit back down in your chair. Good. And then maybe use that chair to lift yourself up, stand, and sit back down. We'll keep going with this. I had this really nice tip that came from one of the other fitness facilitators for Fitness Friday. And she was inviting us every commercial break, if you're watching live TV and not using a streaming service, sit and stand 10 times. That's done wonders for me, especially with work, virtual work. Just sitting and standing a few times gets the body really excited and stimulates the brain in a way that helps us, helps our cells, supports our cells to create dopamine, which we all know we need in Parkinson's. Good. Stay seated. Stay seated. Inhale, reach your arms. And exhale, fold over the thighs. Let's do another one. Breathe in to reach up. And exhale, fold. And again, inhale, reach. And exhale, fold. Inhale, reach, 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 reach. And exhale, hands down. Good. Can stay seated here. I'm going to demonstrate standing Tadasana, which is mountain pose in Sanskrit. We'll come to stand. And if you're comfortable standing without the support of the chair, stay here. I'm going to use the chair just to demonstrate safe practice with stability. And so coming to the back of the chair, just having fingers on the chair, taking the feet so that they're hip width distance over the shoulders. We're finding homeostasis in the body as we stand. We're finding the stability of a mountain. This is called mountain pose. Notice what's happening in your knees. We have this tendency to lock the joints out. See if you can soften in the knee joints. Yeah, even if that means pulsing a little bit in the knees, just soften them. No need to flex them so tight. It's not good for our joints. So just relax into those joints. And then soften your shoulders down and away from your ears. Tuck the pelvis in just a little bit. So we do this thing called lordosis in the spine where we and accent the curve. Pull the pelvis in and under. Good. And maybe look forward if you're holding the chair. Close your eyes if that feels comfortable. Maybe the hands come by your sides or you practice with letting go of the chair one hand at a time. Gazing forward and feeling your feet once more. Mountain pose. Imagining the stability of a mountain. What does that symbolize? Mountain pose. Good. And now we'll come into some heel lifts. So this is where the chair can be really helpful here. Lifting up onto the toes and off of the heels. And then lowering the heels down. Good. Let's try with the toes. Lift your left toes. Lower the left toes and lift your right toes. Lower the right toes. Lift both heels. Rise up and lower down. Good. Lift the left toes. Lift the right toes. You're doing so well. And then lift both heels. Rise up and lower down. Good. Toes again left. Toes again right. And and lift your heels up. Wonderful. Once more, left toes lift, right toes lift. Lift your heels up and lower those heels down. Good. Now we're going to rock forward and back. So what's interesting about this posture, I'm just going to move the chair to show you. When we rock forward and back on the feet, it's not like a big movement. It's more felt than lifting the heels and the toes. So see if you can shift your weight into the front of the feet towards the toes. And then shift your weight towards the heels. Good. This is where the chair can be very helpful. Shift your weight towards the toes and then shift your weight towards the heels. Good. Let's do that a few more times. Toes, heels. Good. And go at your own pace. For some, I could be going too slow. For some, I could be going too fast. So just practice that shifting of the weight coming forward and the weight going back and forward and back. Wonderful. Now find your center line of balance. This is where we're distributing our weight on the feet, where we can be held nice and stable and grounded in our feet. Come back to your mountain pose, that pose of stability, pose of strength, also grace. Embodying the essence of a mountain. Softening in your knees. Maybe the hands relieve themselves from the chair. Maybe not. Doesn't matter. Doesn't make you a better person. Good, and we'll come back to the chair to sit down. I'm still sitting towards the edge of the chair. An invitation to bring those blocks back in, or shoe boxes. And we're going to do a forward fold. So we did a little rendition of a forward fold in our class today. We're going to hold this one a little bit longer. Folding forward helps relieve the muscles in the low back, in the hips, and gives more length in the spine. And when we hold a posture for an extended period of time, it gives the body an opportunity to relax. So let's give it a chance. Come forward over the belly. You could even lay the elbows on the knees. Just soften the head. If the ground feels accessible, you can bring the full front of the body onto the thighs. Yeah. If this doesn't feel good in your belly, you could take the feet wider and let the belly come in between the thighs. I do find it is supportive for the digestive system to to bring a little bit of pressure onto the belly. It just helps get things moving, if you know what I mean. Good. If the ground is accessible, you could just drape your hands down. And wherever you are, wherever you're finding your forward fold, let the shoulders roll forward. Yeah, so we don't have to keep them long and tight up here. Let them roll forward. And then let your chin come towards the chest. And just soften here into the stillness of this forward fold, Uttanasana. And as we give the body time and breath, we also offer an invitation for these muscles that are holding on to let go. So notice as you fold if there's resistance here. Maybe there's resistance in your mind. Oh my gosh, I can't believe she's having us hold this for this long. It's really being a watcher of our thoughts and recognizing the benefits of folding your body towards yourself. Just notice if there's a space where each breath you can soften a little bit more. Let go of that resistance. Let go of the held tension. So I noticed I was just doing it in my shoulders, like trying to hold my body up. Can I offer it grace to ground down? Breathe in. Breathe out. Good. Again, breathe in and breathe out. Good. I'm adding a little bit of more of a challenge here. Let's see if we can stay for 20 to 30 more seconds. I'm watching my watch. 20 to 30 more seconds. Let your head hang heavy. Soften in the knees. Soften in your shoulders. Breathe in. Breathe out. And there it is. Slowly breathe in as you lift your body back up. Take your time. Whew. And then settle back into the chair. Close your eyes if that feels okay, or if you feel a little lightheaded, keep the eyes open, just soft towards the top of your mat. With your hands on your thighs, just give the tops of your legs a little rub. Maybe offering gratitude for these legs that have supported you your whole life, your whole life, and still are, and still are. Maybe a gentle squeeze up and down. And then take your right hand and just softly rub your left arm. Maybe a little squeeze of the left arm. And then let the right hand come back down. Use the left hand to feel your right arm. Yeah, this is somatic work. When we connect the thinking mind with the feeling body, it can really offer us an opportunity to reconnect to how we're doing, really checking in, and an opportunity to feel gratitude. Good. Now take both hands to both arms. Soften your elbows and your shoulders down. Just give yourself a little hug. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Mm. We'll release that self-embrace and come into just a few moments of mindful breathing. Maybe your eyes closed. Inviting a full breath into the lungs and a slow breath out. Notice if there's any gripping in the thighs or the hips, the shoulders. If you could bring space between the top teeth and the lower teeth. Giving our bodies a moment to integrate the movement that invites us into more stability. Stability that is beyond the body. Stability in the mind. And stability in our hearts. Breathe in and out. an invitation to bring a smile to your face. And with a full breath in, you can flutter your eyes open. Thank you, my friends, for showing up with curiosity to find more grounding grace in this word of stability. Stability in the body, stability in the mind, stability in our hearts. I'll see you again soon. Until then, be well.